Hey guys, so today I'm coming to you with another tag. This time around I was tagged by Sydney. I think that's how you say it. I want to say it like Cindy for whatever reason, but it's not Cindy with a C, it's Sydney with an S. From her channel is called Sid the Bookish. I'll link it down below. And I was tagged to do the emoji book tag, and pretty much what you do here is that you get your most used emojis and you pair them up with a book. And without further ado, let's get started. The first emoji I use a lot, it's the little monkey ones, the ones that go like and for that one I paired it up with Planet of the Apes. This is a great science fiction novel, and I actually prefer this more than the movies because the movies were very limited budget. They're, so the apes are living like cavemen, and in this one they have this very futuristic society. They smoke cigars and they hold scientific summits, and it's just more crazier than the movie. So yeah, Planet of the Apes. And the next emoji I use a lot is the little devil with the horns, the purple little devil with the horns. I'll try to put the pictures right here or somewhere in the screen. And for that one, I'm gonna pair it up with Paradise Lost by John Milton. This is actually one of the hardest things I have ever read. I've never finished it. I've read parts of them, and I've only made it not even halfway through it, just because it uses Old English, and the diction and the structure is just so weird. It's an epic poem, so it just makes it even harder. And this is actually about the fallen angels after they've fallen from grace. So it follows Lucifer. He acts very much like a teenager. He doesn't feel that it's right that God has all this power and that it's only right for them to rebel against this all-powerful being. And it gets you thinking, but at the same time it gets you to see how perverse Lucifer was in his own thinking. So yeah. And the next emoji I use a lot is the emoji that is laughing so hard it's crying. And for that one I picked Diary of a Wimpy Kid. This is actually the only book I own, but I think I've read them all except for like the latest one. And these are just very hilarious books. The humor is so witty, it's just so smart, and sometimes I catch myself laughing out loud at some of the things that happen in the books. And my next one, I also actually use a lot the emoji, the fist emoji, like bam, like the fist. And for that one I chose Fight Club. It's, well, not much to say except there's fight clubs where people fight and they have like the fist like this, like, hey, like this. That's how the emoji looks like. And for my final one, it's actually the moon emoji. And for that one, I don't actually have any of his works. I read a lot of them back in high school. Back in high school, we had a collection of his works, but I don't have it with me anymore. And that is, he is an Argentinian He is an Argentinian poet. His name is Federico Garcia Lorca, and he writes very beautiful poems about youth and nature and carpe diem. He uses nature as a metaphor for the cycles of life, and he uses like green grass, the moon, all these things to symbolize the youth and how we must take advantage of our youth before we grow old and die. And I just think he has very beautiful poetry, and the way he writes is actually very well. I've read a couple of his works translated in English, and they're still very good, but I think you lose something in the translation. It's how sometimes that happens, how you can't really translate things from English to Spanish and then Spanish to English. You lose something in either of those ways. But nonetheless, I think whether you read them in English or in Spanish, I think his poems are still very beautiful and very impactful. And yeah, that was pretty much it for this tag. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoy what you see, please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I am actually not sure who I'm tagging yet, so look down below to see who I tag. Till next time, bye.